that have been made, so they are without excuse. Now, if y'all know, there was a man named Bertrand Russell. He was an atheist in the so-called atheist 1920s, 1930s. And they said, Bertrand, Mr. Russell, what happens if you die and you realize that God exists? Like Bert, when Bert dies, and Bert knows that God exists. Praise God, he's not so delusional that he tries to pretend like God doesn't exist, right, Bert? Now, Bert knows that there's a God in the heavens. Now, we talked about that. But they said, Bert, what happens? Bertrand. There's Bert. Now we're talking about Bertrand Russell. You ever heard of Bertrand Russell, Bert? Yeah, notorious atheist mathematic guy. And they said, what happens when you die and you find out that God exists? What are you going to tell him then? And he says, I'm going to tell God, not enough evidence. Not enough evidence. Well, according to God's word, God is infallible, right? God doesn't make mistakes. God has exhaustive knowledge of the universe, of human beings, everything. God has made it very clear, everyone is without excuse when it comes to their belief in God. Now, the difference though is this. I'm not saying everyone knows the gospel. I'm not saying that everyone knows the gospel. I'm not saying that Bert does know the gospel. We've told him several times, right? But I'm not saying everybody out there has heard the gospel or knows the gospel. People in Africa, whatever. They don't know about Jesus Christ, right? That's why we send missionaries. But they do know that God exists, and therefore they're without excuse. Therefore they're without excuse. Now, that was eye-opening to me, because now when I meet an atheist, you know what I say? No, you're not. Well, what do you mean? I say, you're not an atheist? Yes, I am. Why would they say they're an atheist? What would compel somebody to make them say they're an atheist? Their conscience. See, if think of this, okay? If I was not right with God, and I like the way I live, right? I love sin, I love going my own way, and I'm not right with God, what I'm going to try to do is pretend like there is no God so that I can live however I want to live. That's what's going on. So you gotta get behind their psyche, what's going on? Because they're trying to, again, suppress the truth they know about God. Somebody else has said that every square inch of this universe, Christ says it's mine, it's his. Every square inch of this universe has the thumbprint of God on it. And the atheist knows that, and he lives in God's universe. It's amazing. And so, Mother, we can come here today and we can say, Mother, listen, there is hope for you today in Jesus Christ. Did you know that, Mother? There's hope for you in Jesus Christ. That Jesus Christ, my friend, Mother, he is a friend. He's a friend to those who seek him. He's a friend to those who seek him. But, Mom, when you take what God has given you, which is a child, which is the Bible in Psalm 139 says, the child is fearfully and wonderfully made. Man, do you have no fear of God? Do you have no love for the child who loves you right now? Mother, your child trusts you. Think about Mother, your child trusts you right now. And we can help you. Your child cares about you. And Bert, we care about you, my man. We care about you. Now, Jared Jr., I don't know I don't know if I caught your name, maybe I did. But I know you weren't out here the other day, but your brother was. And I love your brother. I'm sure you're a nice guy too. But Bert, now, his brother was the guy I was talking about, and not in a bad way. We're not putting your brother down, but your brother was out here. Remember, Bert, we were talking about Roman Catholicism the other day, and the guy was out here? They're brothers. Nice guys. And so, Bert has a real problem with the Roman Catholics. He has a royal problem with the Roman Catholics. And Bert, I mean, I can't blame you for that, right? But Bert, my bigger concern today, Bert, my bigger concern today is the concern I had the other day, and that's you, Bert. What about you, my man? You know, we can condemn. My man Bert was thinking that the Vatican, the Roman Catholic Church, was hiding the actual Bible. But of course we know that might be true. I don't know. I've never heard that. But Bert, what about your soul, man? Right? I mean, Catholics have problems, yes. But Bert, do you have any religious problems? Do you have any religious problems, Bert? Are there any religious problems that you might have, Bert? No? Really? You don't think you have any? But that's preposterous, man. That's crazy. When you talk about racism being evil, well, only if you're a Christian. Because if you're not a Christian, then you have to claim that every single person came from a primordial puddle of a bunch of different ingredients and chemicals billions of years ago. And Bert, that would be like saying that this rock, you shouldn't run over this rock. You shouldn't run over, hey truck, don't run over the rocks. That would be as foolish as saying that. Because Bert, when you say that people evolved from stardust or from lifeless chemicals, then they don't have value, Bert, right? They don't have dignity, they don't have worth, they don't have any value. So if you kill them, who cares? If you're a racist, who cares? But see, as a Christian, we know that every human being is made in God's image. That's the difference. Doesn't matter your skin color, doesn't matter your bank account. And so it's so ironic, Bert, when and you've heard it too, man. Maybe you've said it, Bert, you're not a Christian. My man, right? You're not a follower of Christ. But my man, Bert, you have a conscience that tells you it's wrong to treat someone unfairly because they're a different color of skin. That's God's conscience that He put inside of you. Isn't that great that God's given us a conscience? And even when atheists, man, I love it. It's so ironic. When atheists come out, so-called atheists, and they say, oh, it's wrong to be a racist. And I love that because that shows that even though they have no basis for that argument, that shows that they're made in God's image and they have a conscience.